Well, it's a good morning on our farm, and it's morning right now, and the birds are having their 60% portion of the feed right now. Because normally you cannot give all the 100% of the feeds. Like, let's say you're feeding your birds on a 50 kilograms a day. You cannot give all the 50 kilograms in the morning, because what we do here, we give them 60% of the feeds in the morning, and then at around 2 in the afternoon, that's when we do give them the 40% which is remaining. These birds are a week to making 2 months, but honestly, you can't believe how these birds have gone up. Like, they are really big. So what we do, like I was saying, we give them 60% in the morning, and then in the afternoon, that's 40% to make 100% of the feed. Why do we do that? We actually do that first is that if we do give them all the feeds right now, like let's say in the morning, by right now it's 8 something I think, and by 10, 11 all the feeds would have finished. That means that during all of that day, like from 10 up to 6, the birds won't be doing anything. They'll just be relaxing. They'll just doing nothing. And that's why you see other poultry farms having poultry vices. you know the birds have nothing to do, and if these birds have nothing to do, of course they will start pecking on one another, because they have finished all the feeds that they would have eaten in the afternoon. They ate it all in the morning, meaning that they will spend the rest of the days trying to think about strange things. Like, there's a saying which says that an idle mind is a devil's workshop. So we don't want these birds to be idle all the time. We want them to, sometimes be busy. In the next couple of days, I have to make some patches for them so that they can rest on, play on. The only poultry vices that we had here was there's a bird which was pecked on, but after some treatment, the bird was really, really fine. By the way, I'm trying to look at the bird because it's very easy to identify the bird. The bird is not as grown up, like, let's say, this bird. It's over here. You can take a look at that bird there. This one here. So this is a bird which was pecked on. Like, when you try to see it, it's not the same as the other birds. That one there. So that's what I'm trying to say, that you actually shouldn't encourage poultry vices on your poultry farm. Once that happens, let's say that a number of birds were being pecked on, like let's say this one, it will definitely mean that a lot of our birds were going to be at this size. Like, the rate at which these birds grow will greatly reduce. So, like I was saying, the patches, I'm going to make them such that they can play over here. Like, you can see from there, they usually like to jump there, but I think that's the only point where these birds can jump, because if they had the opportunity to jump all over here, they would have jumped. But I think that's because somewhere here is a little bit in a corner way. So you can see, this is where they normally rest, most of them. Like, they really like jumping on and off. And right now we have taken all the drinkers outside. Normally, most poultry farmers find it very, very difficult to clean drinkers every day. Like, it's very hard for them. But let me tell you this, cleaning these drinkers is hard, I would say. But when you try to look at it in a long run, it will be costing you way more than just washing them. Let me first try to show you how these drinkers look like before we wash them, because I've just taken them outside, because I didn't want to give these birds feeds and at the same time having the drinkers in here, because there are some drinkers which are still having water in it, and if these birds eat, they will feel like they want to drink the water, so they will go and then drink that water, which I don't want to happen. Because first try to show you first try to show you I mean, we have extended. Initially the house was ending somewhere here where this pole is, so I removed the tarpaulin and then extended it this side, so you can see that we are now utilizing all the section of the house, like all. Like I was trying to say, first try to show you guys, this is the outer side of our farm. And like a lot of you have been asking that, first try to show us the outer side of your poultry farm. So, well, this is how it looks, you know. This is the poultry farm, like the poultry house, and this is how it looks. And over here you can see that we do have a poultry fence. That's for biosecurity reasons, to prevent people from outside from coming inside here. And the bush is a little bit grown up. In the next couple of days somebody is going to come and then work on it. So this is our first food dip, of course with the disinfectant inside it. And then you can see my shoes, we leave it here, and then of course dip in your fruit. This is the, how should I call it, this is the drums that we used for brooding. Yeah, so like I was trying to show you, these are our drinkers. And normally these birds like to sit on these drinkers. Normally they really like to sit on the drinkers. So if this happens, when they sit here, like when they jump over here, they sit, and then at some point they poop, and when they poop, their poop goes direct in the water. That's why I normally tell people that you shouldn't come, like let's say I come in the morning and then give my birds feeds and then water, and then I disappear up to evening, and then I come and then check on them. Normally do it like very often. Like you can come, like normally me over here, when I come in the morning, I leave from, like I come at around 7 something, and then I spend around 2 to 3 hours here, because I have to go and get some water for the birds, and then probably I get water for today and then for tomorrow morning, and then tomorrow I get also for the next day, and then just like that. So when I come here, I normally spend something like 3 hours in here, so doing all of these stuff. So by 10, 11, that's when I leave from here. And if I go, I make sure that around 12 or 1 I come here, just to empty this water. I mean, let me first try to show you. Let me first try to show you guys. You see this? This is chicken poop, like this one here. This is chicken poop. And then in most cases, they actually be in the water. Let me first try to look a good typical one. You can take a look. So all of this can be in the water. And then if you leave it just like that, the birds are going to drink it. And if they drink it, you will start complaining to the vets that my birds are sick, my birds are not good. And yet, take a look at this one. I think this is a typical example. All of the feeders, I mean, all of the drinker is full of poop. So if you ignore it and then you find that washing the drinkers is something very hard, then try losing your birds. I think that's when you realize that at least you would have washed the drinkers every day. So we do this, and then if right now I'm going to wash all of them, put in clean water, take it in the house, and then when these birds, let's say like after 2 to 3 hours, I come and then pour the water which is inside here. If I pour it, of course there will be still some water inside it. So I do that, and then the water will be clean again. So that's actually what we do on our poultry farm every day to prevent the spread of diseases on our poultry farms. Remember, prevention is better than cure. And the most difficult thing that is not good to hear about poultry farming is that if you're hit by a disease, at least you are going to lose a number of birds before you actually find some medications for them. At least you will lose some birds. Let's say I'm hit by a disease here. I'll try to find ways of controlling it, but in the process, you'll find that I've lost, let's say, over 50 birds, which is not good, you know, definitely not good. So basically, guys, that is that on the poultry farm. My name is Jacob. I'm a poultry farmer, currently doing layers. So if you do want to learn more about poultry keeping, then this is the channel. And don't forget to subscribe, like the video. And as always, if you have any question, don't forget to drop it in the comment section. I'm just willing to answer at any time, any day, anywhere. Otherwise, see you in my next video. Bye bye.